What's up guys, this is Long John here, and today I'm bringing you the tutorial on how to do the Modern Warfare 2 Camo Red Tiger. And the Red Tiger was always one of my favorites of Modern Warfare 2. I always liked it on the Scar H and the Barrett 50 cal. Those just seemed to look really good with the Red Tiger skin. But this kind of paint job it's really simple. Basically you want to start out with a big square and expand it all the way around the body of the gun. And then you're going to change it to the brightest red. I believe it's the fourth one down. You'll notice it because you don't want it too dark and you don't want it too pinkish. So this is a nice like blood red. And then you want to look through the decals right here. And then the Red Tiger, it's kind of like, it's not even like tiger stripes really. It's more of like dotted kind of digital almost. And I'll have an example down the corner of the Red Tiger from Modern Warfare 2. But basically I'm just going to break it up with some paint splats, and you're going to want to like expand it so you don't see the actual paint splat, you see like the outer edges of it. And you can change it black, the one right below black. Do that one, because you don't want it too black, because if you notice in the camo it's almost like a dark kind of gray. So, and what you can do here is copy and paste it, so select and start, or for PS4 the big pad and start. So that is your friend on this camo right here, because it makes things a whole lot easier. And so you can change the opacity as well, the triggers, or not the triggers, the bumpers, or L1 and R1, and just dim it down a little bit so it doesn't stand out too much. So just keep doing that with the paint splats here, and just bring it all the way around the gun. Like I said, you don't want the big blob of the paint necessarily on the body, just kind of put it out towards the edge a little bit. And that already is kind of giving it like a little tigerish look. And you just keep adding those, and you can make them different sizes, but like I said, just try not to put the big blob in the middle of the gun. There we go. Just different directions works great. Different sizes, different directions, and just whatever you think is good, because the splats and stuff really help break it up, the digital print that you're about to add. So just keep on adding more here. And honestly, you could stop right here. It doesn't look exactly like you're right here, but you could stop if you wanted to. But like I said, this really isn't a time-consuming paint job, and it really does look good in the end. And I'll show you a screenshot of my gameplay that I had with it, and it looks great. And like right there, I did the opacity way down because I was going to use a bigger splat. But yeah, the opacity, just use the triggers and dim that down. Some can be brighter than others. It just depends on how big or small the splat is. And kind of just use the contours of the magazine and the gun in the middle of it. So now we're going to use our second decal for the tutorial. And it kind of looks like a shooting star, kind of like a digital shooting star. It's the second one on the top row. And use the same color, the gray, the one right below the black. And you can change the opacity on that, the size and the opacity. And just kind of move that around and stick it along the lines of your splat. And it kind of gives it that digital kind of the Red Tigerish look that you have in Modern Warfare 2. And so it just helps break up the big like lines of the splat and gives it more of like breaks up the bright redness of it. And there you go. Just add it around the trigger and the outer edges of the gun. Helps to give it a nice contour of the red and the dark gray. Like I said, guys, one of the most important things is to not use black on this. The one right below it. And so you can just add as much as these as you want. It kind of just depends on personal preference. Whatever you think looks good. Personally, I just did it to where I broke up the paint splats, kind of just blended it in with that, just change the opacity and put it around the edges of the gun, and just add a couple of bit more in here. And there you go, the Red Tiger from Modern Warfare 2. And if you guys have any questions, let me know. If you guys have any requests, leave them down in the bottom. I'll be working on those requests here pretty soon. I'm in the process. But thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe if you liked the video, and I'll see you next time. Peace.